A Rocky Hill neighborhood is grappling with a deadly assault that police say happened inside a condominium complex on Concord Drive. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News After the Game. I'm Brent Harden. A suspect is now in custody in upstate New York, and Fox 61's Priscilla Meza has the details.
Neighbors tell us they rarely see this kind of violence here in Rocky Hill and say the deadly assault has left people here shaken, especially those who live just steps away from where it all happened.
First of all, it's a terrible, terrible thing that happened. I feel for their family.
Rocky Hill police say officers were called to the condominium complex on Concord Drive after receiving a report of a woman who had been assaulted and appeared to have suffered stab wounds. Officers found the victim and immediately began life-saving measures. She was taken to Hartford Hospital, where she later died. Chad McCoo, a retired firefighter who lives near the condo, says it's a sad situation.
Ambulance people really tried everything they could to help her. She was seriously injured, and that was the outcome, unfortunately.
McCoo says he was aware something serious was happening almost immediately.
We had a scanner in the house. We knew what was going on from the get-go, and we let our neighbors know because most of the people around here are tight.
And for those who know this community, the violence is difficult to reconcile with the neighborhood they know.
It's a quiet town. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, but it appears to be, I hate to say it, on the rise.
Tracy Grant was visiting a family member who lives in the complex when she arrived to a scene filled with police.
When we drove in last night at 10:30, there was the whole complex down there was completely surrounded by police.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was probably, I would say, about 20 cop cars here last night.
Grant says she and her family were immediately concerned for their loved one and then learned what had happened from another neighbor.
I mean, the community here has always been very nice, very pleasant. When we lived up here in Connecticut, we were here all the time, and we've never had any issues with anybody in the complex.
Rocky Hill police have identified the suspect as 55-year-old Michael Ranger. Investigators say a license plate reader in Saratoga Springs, New York, flagged the vehicle he was driving as being wanted in connection with the Rocky Hill homicide. Saratoga Springs officers conducted a high-risk traffic stop and safely detained Ranger. Rocky Hill police have secured an arrest warrant charging him with murder and violating a standing criminal protective order.
Domestic violence and mental health is a real crisis at this point. We hear so much, different things going on about mental health and domestic violence, and it's a tragedy, and I do feel completely sorry for the young lady's family. She didn't deserve this. She was doing everything right, from what I understood, she was doing everything right to protect herself.
The victim's identity has not been released, and Ranger remains in custody in New York as Rocky Hill police work to coordinate his return to Connecticut. Police say this is still an ongoing investigation. In Rocky Hill, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.